Returning to the stage, Nicholas Johnston.
Good afternoon. Thanks for sticking with us. We are in the home stretch of our AI Summit today. Thanks for being here, and a special thanks again to our partners who have made today possible, especially Meta. They have an installation in back where you can play around with some of their very cool generative AI tools, especially with imagery. And before we go deeper on that with somebody from Meta, I want to share a really quick video, and I'll be right back.
So then the knight.
A cute flying dinosaur knight. So too. And he lives in a jungle with other animals. I think they should travel on a big boat.
A big sailing
Ship. But suddenly there's a storm.
Oh no, they're in a storm? Who saves them?
A kind wizard with a funny hat.
Should we send that to Grandma?
Yeah.
Meet Sergi. I think she'll like her a lot. Yeah.
I'll be honest, that stuff is wild. So let's learn a little bit more and dig into that with Meta's VP of Product, Connor Hayes. Connor, welcome to the Axios stage. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
So let's start big picture here. Like, what's the why? Like, tell us the process that I went through at Meta as why to start putting these kinds of tools into products.
Sure. I think the thing I would start by talking about on that topic is that AI at Meta is not a new thing. We've had a 10-year now investment in a fundamental AI research lab called FAIR at the company. And actually, a lot of the stuff that you use every day in Meta's products, like ranking videos or identifying content that should be taken off of the platform, is all powered by AI. One of the big pushes that we've made in the last year, though, is to try to be a lot more intentional about bringing AI-powered products to the market, like the ones that you just saw in this video. I think the why behind it is honestly that there's this big opportunity for us to take the things that people use Meta products for today and just make them a lot more useful and powerful with this new technology. So our whole strategy is taking the things that you're coming to our products for, applying this technology to it, and then just making it more useful, more powerful for you.
Is it almost like pulling AI more to the forefront? Like AI sat behind so many things that we didn't really know about. Like I joke in the newsroom, like spell check. Kind of an AI, if you think about it.
Yeah.
But now it's pulling it forward in a way where I think users can see it.
I think
more,
so.
Perhaps.
I think so. And I think honestly, I don't know how much of a goal it is for people to feel like the thing they're using is AI, but instead to just feel like the thing that they're using is really powerful and magical.
Yeah.
But it's been a big focus for us mostly because our products are so social. People are coming together, having conversations. The experience that you just saw in this video is available in our messaging interfaces. So things like that, you can be creating and sharing images back and forth with folks in a group chat on WhatsApp or on Messenger or something like that. And we found that to be just a really great enhancement to the social utility that our products are.
Let's dig in a little more on the user side of that.
Great.
Like, are you picking up trends on like who is using it and what they're using it for and how they're using it? That's interesting.
Yeah, we are. So we expanded, actually, we launched a new version of our Llama model in April called Llama 3, which is also available for developers via open access. All of these products are now powered by Llama. When we made that change, we also expanded access to Meta AI, which is our assistant available across all of our apps and Ray-Ban Meta smart glasses to 12 additional countries. Mm-hmm. It's only available in English right now. But one of the big learnings that we've had since then is that the differences in how people are turning to Meta AI and using it on a by-country basis are really interesting. So far, for example, we launched to a handful of countries in Africa where WhatsApp is just a hugely powerful tool for communication in those markets. And those folks are turning to Meta AI for more like research and information gathering and answering basic questions. Whereas if you look at how people are using it on Instagram Direct in the US, it's much more creativity and entertainment and creating images and stickers with your friends.
So it seems like we're literally at the beginning of this. Now we finally put all these tools onto the market and we're just beginning to learn like, okay, what are the use cases? I think that idea about how like even different regions are approaching it in a different way.
Yeah.
Dig a little bit more into like what are the highlights and challenges so far? Like we've been at it like as you said, AI has been a thing for Meta for 10 years, but in this context, it's relatively newish.
Yeah.
What are you learning?
The highlight for me, and I've been with Meta since 2011. There's nothing like the feeling of taking a product that you really believe in and bringing it to more people in more markets internationally. When we launched a lot of these products in September last year, they were only available in the US.
Yeah.
So that international expansion has been a big highlight. Like I said, it's English only now, but we're going to bring it to more languages and countries over the course of this year. There are folks in those markets who haven't used a tool like this before, and seeing the uptake has been really encouraging. I would say another one of the big highlights is how people are using the image generation tools that you just showed off. When we dig into the data to sort of understand these use cases that are really sticking, that ends up being one of them. And a lot of it is actually just for like pure entertainment, in that like sort of chat or group chat use case, invoking Meta AI to create images, with your friends and sort of riffing on that.
It's kind of like people figuring out how to begin incorporating their life. You started with like almost as a plaything, and then you get to, as you figure it out, maybe it'll reach that next step. You think,
yeah,
right?
actually, I mean, it's a great lead-in to one of the things that we're also seeing is you will be introduced to this technology through something that's like fun and social like that, but then also learn that it can be used for learning or getting things done. So if you observe your friend creating an image in a group chat, maybe the next time you might ask for a recipe or recommendations on where to go for a night out in the same context.
Yeah. Is there a flip side of that? Are there challenges that have risen up, things that have seen that have made it a little more difficult than you would have thought?
Definitely a lot of challenges. AI does not come without its challenges. I think probably the biggest industry-wide challenge that we're also facing is something that you would call like alignment or controllability of the model.
Yeah.
So, in a product like Meta AI, we have a set of content standards of topics that we want it to engage on and not engage on, or sort of the voice and tone of the assistant that you want to maintain consistently, and just dealing with keeping the model aligned to the sort of rules and tone that we've given it has been a big challenge. Probably another one I would say has just been as we've gone to these additional countries with more features, learning what's working and not working in real time and being able to react to that. So a big launch in this April set of launches that we did that many people here have probably experienced is we put Meta AI into the search bar across our apps on Facebook, Instagram, Messenger, WhatsApp. Now when you're searching, you can also search via Meta AI. Those are really highly trafficked surfaces across those apps. That's like hundreds of millions of people a day. So anytime you make a change to a thing that hundreds of millions of people are used to using a certain way, you're going to run into some challenges.
That feedback's going to come fast.
It has come very fast, and we're working through fixing a lot of it. Yeah.
So what's next? What's coming down the pike? What are you excited about? What's in the secret labs that you want to tell us about here for the first time ever?
There's cauldrons of bubbling. I think the biggest thing is this international expansion bit that I pushed on before. We're working really hard to make the product available in more countries and languages. Honestly, the biggest challenge there is the alignment bit that I mentioned before, because the things that you have to do to make a model align to your standards in English in the US are actually really different than if you go to Tagalog in the Philippines, for example. There are cultural norms and differences. There's localized issues that you want to make sure that you're sensitive to. So that's something that we're taking our time with, but we're really excited about.
Like the next big thing is like figuring out how to make this global, truly global.
Exactly, and then we launched Meta AI as well as multimodal understanding on the Ray-Ban Metas.
Right.
I have them on
Which
now.
you're wearing, yeah.
I could ask them what I'm looking at. I don't know if that it would know you because we can't identify individual people. But so that has been really popular. But again, getting that Meta AI integration on the Ray-Bans available in more countries is a big focus for us as well.
All right, so like at Axios, everyone knows we like to end on one fun thing. We could end on one fun AI thing, but I know you're a Celtics super fan, and the NBA playoffs finals start tomorrow.
Maybe in a room of Knicks fans, so I don't know.
Oh, well, womp womp. Give us your, I'm going to get run out of town here. Give us your prediction. Celtics in how many games?
Oh my God, will this be played back when we lose?
This is on the internet.
There's a lot at stake here for the Boston Celtics. I just want everyone to know.
All right, tell a Knicks crowd how quickly the Celtics
I'm going to go on the record, Celtics in 5. It's gonna be a cakewalk.
Fair. All right. You didn't lose the crowd completely. Connor, thanks so much for being here. Huge thanks to Meta for making today possible. And Ina's coming back for a big finish.
Awesome. Thanks, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you.